right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Woo! Child, I have just got back in from working out. My phone has gone off, always with some mess. Always with some mess, and mess. Always with some mess. And I was like, now wait a minute. Why has always something going on? Now, first of all, I want to say to Storm Monroe is being helped by Armon Wiggins and whomever else. They the figureheads. Armon have used King Payne to do a nasty campaign against me. Now he's using Storm Monroe. For Storm to do a video and to put the M word to my grandmother, it's very nasty. And Storm, you hit a low. That was slanderous, evil, and we sent a cease to desist to King when he said it. We're gonna send one to Storm. Like, I don't understand why. Then when he did the video, it was so disgusting, nasty. Do you not know that the women that follow you, they are women? They're not into man on man activity. Do you know, a sister told me, she said, Wiley, I love your show, but I don't like it when you talk about your bedroom activity with another man. She said, I don't even like it if you talk about it with a woman. It's against my religious principle. When Rico came on to Storm's show, Rico, and it's talking about Wiley's ex. Rico is not an ex of mine. We never was together. If you all do not know, I was from the beef sector, where we create storylines to entertain the people. So Sean Bradley had Vegas Gate. It was with Lady Nika. She didn't have no money. She was broke or whatever. And I wanted to duplicate a meet and greet. So Rico was an obsessed fan of the Wiley Show, and he was a stumped down Sean Bradley supporter. So I said, okay. He was like, Wiley, I got this DC. I got this Airbnb. I really want you to come. He begged me to come to DC to see him. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And VS Cole was like, oh, I'm here that you're going to see Rico. Like, you can't come to see Rico and not me. And I was like, oh, well, cool. I'll come to you too. And so VS had a meet and greet with TSCC members, the Wiley Show. It wasn't really called a meet and greet. VS had her meet and greet with her members. I'm coming to see Rico, and I'm just coming to DC. Mind you, I was coming to DC with no money like that. I was pinching pennies. So I get off the flight, and we get in the car. Excuse me, not the car, the train, nobody, right? I was on limited funds, and we just going, and he said, well, Airbnb is not ready. So I'm like, we just traveling around DC, just going to restaurants, having a good time. And Jay Wilson said, train, bus, but no car. And Rico give me with a teddy bear and stuff. And we just do this storyline. Well, I knew it because I was a content creator. I knew I have to go live because if you in the beef sector, you have to put everything on camera. So if it's not on camera, it don't count. So we all on camera, and Rico on camera, I'm on camera, we on the bus or whatever. Then Rico said, it's somebody from YouTube that would like to meet you. And I said, oh, okay, cool, another fellow YouTuber. And who show up? This big black man, Chocolate Bag. He was a moderator for Jay Wilson. So he showed up to the meet and greet, and I said, oh my gosh, Jay Wilson moderator is here. So I'm throwing shade, I'm getting Jay Wilson together, and Jay Wilson told Chocolate Bay, don't come to the meet and greet. Don't come, don't show up, and he showed up. So it's Chocolate Bay, Rico, and myself. Um, Rico and I did what we did because at the time I was in a lifestyle and I was a top, and Rico was overly like for real, he wanted to like make love. Me, I wanted to pretend, make it all a storyline, but Rico wants to. So I just mustered up some type of attraction for him in the bedroom. Not saying he's not attracted. I just wasn't in the mood of getting in with him because me and VS had a storyline that I was supposed to come to DC to get her pregnant. So Rico, he don't take no for an answer. I felt pressured to get it in with this man. I didn't want to do it. He was telling me about his status, and I really didn't care. I just did not want to go to DC and get it in with no Rico. I didn't want to do it because I'm like, this man is obsessed. We do it, blah, blah, blah. So I just mustered up the energies to do it the one time. And then Rico brought liquor, and me and Chocolate Bay and Rico, we all went out to the club. It was Rico, myself, and Chocolate Bay. And then he said, well, Lukerman, he got to some type of club. It was empty. Said, this is whack. So then he sent us to another club. It was more lit. So I'm dancing with this female. We having a great vibe. Rico was chasing after Lukerman, this old, obese black man, chasing after him after the club. They didn't let him back in. So then me and Chocolate Bay started dancing. I started dancing with the woman, and we just had just a vibe. And so Lukerman was like, well, I'm going to come back to Airbnb. He was dirty, crusty. I wasn't into him. So we all started smoking some marijuana. And we was all outside smoking the marijuana. And I was like, well, let me just go ahead and take a shower because I'm like, I'm sweaty or whatever. Then Lukerman SA'd me. He sticked his finger inside of my back area, my rectum area, against my will, and he laughed. I was disgusted. Rico took all his clothes off. He ready to get it in. And him and Lukerman, they get it in the living room. I'm disgusted. I'm seeing a bunch of bones and a crusty black man. I'm not interested. So Lukerman in the room. Chocolate Bay, he's in the room. And I'm like, well, let me go in there with Chocolate Bay. The vibe is right. We did what we did, whatever. Rico come busting in the door. I paid for this peen. Like, you pay for what? You make it like, I paid for this. If anybody gonna be getting some, it's gonna be me. I'm like, dude, no one asked you to pay for the Airbnb. You was an obsessed fan. And dude, like, this is a storyline. Like, you already getting it in. So I guess when he saw me in Chocolate Bay doing what we were doing, he got upset. Chocolate says, I'm gone. The Luca said he was gone. He kicked Chocolate Bay out. Now, Chocolate Bay was drinking. I was like, I don't think he should be driving drunk. He said, I don't care. I don't care if he get in a car crash. So me being a good person, I said, well, let me just stay on the phone with Chocolate Bay till he get home because this ain't right. He been drinking. You're supposed to be drinking and driving. Anyway, so he get home safe. Rico mad. He in his feelings. I'm recording this man having this rant against me, just ranting all over. He said, I know VS and QI is busting a couple of nuts. That was his words. These two women. He was talking about how they bust them. I started to laugh. Hee ha 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 ha. Before I knew it, I was insulted by a drink. Whoosh. A drink was thrown in my face. And I was assaulted. I was SA'd by Rico friend, and I was physically assaulted by Rico. And I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. It is what it is. So let me back up the whole thing with VS. I asked Rico as a courtesy, hey, I'm about to go meet up with VS. He was like, okay, we can meet up with her together. I was like, okay. VS come with all these SUV trucks with her members. We all go to the casino. Rico decided to go with Chocolate Bay, and they decided to go cook some chicken. I was against it. I'm like, forget about the chicken. Let's go to a restaurant. We can eat at the casino. It doesn't matter. Let's be, because I'm not about to be at no Chocolate Bay house while you fry chicken. You don't know how to cook. Anyway, so they there. I'm with VS in these SUV trucks. We head to the casino. We at the casino. We gambling. VS, and she was feeding me. It was a good time. Because me and VS are content creators, we're doing something for the audience, getting them entertained. And she was like, Wiley, Rico didn't feed you and blah, 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 fed you chicken in the bag. And I'm talking, I'm answering. Rico, because he was inexperienced and a drunk, unhinged, abusive, he goes to the chat and say, when I see you, VS, you blankly baked B, I'm going to spit on you. I'm going to come up to the casino and boom, boom, bam. God was on VS side because while he was doing all the threats, Chocolate Bay car is getting towed because he was so obsessed. I want to see Wiley and VS. He was another obsessed fan because we did what we did. He was just obsessed over me. Like, these dudes were obsessed. And I'm like, it was kind of like cringy. I'm like, hold up. Like, I'm just a YouTuber. I just came here to entertain. They were a piece of Wiley. And so I'm up here like, ugh. So the car gets towed. So Rico is on a whole press tour. He's on the live with Tracy crying. And I did all this. I spent all this money. First of all, Rico lied and said that he was going to get a hotel because he worked at the hotel. He was going to get a discounted room or free room or whatever because he worked at a hotel. We never knew about Airbnb till we got there. He's a liar. And Rico and Chocolate Bay, they fell out because after DC, Chocolate Bay posted Rico medication that he got to take because he's positive. He posted man medication on the internet. Now, Rico told me about his diagnosis. I didn't care. Because at the time I was on prep. I didn't care nothing about his diagnosis like that. And I never post about it, say anything. Chocolate Bay posted it on the internet. So Rico is putting out another allegation that I spent my rent money. You spent your rent money. That's a you problem. You can't get mad because you spent your rent money to meet Wiley. My rent was paid when I landed in DC. So if you spend your rent money, that's a you problem. This man has been obsessed about DC Gate. He won't let it go. We did DC Gate in 2018, 19 or whatever. He cannot let this go. He's obsessed with DC. Anytime he get requested for an interview, people want to know about Wiley. I'm the superstar. We created Rico. I had one regret is never introducing him to the lifestyle of content creating because he got too personal. This man got drunk. He peed in beer bottles. His deceased cousin cussed me out before she died. His grandmother with a 40-ounce cussed me out. Said, if I come to Detroit, it's going to be some problems. She said, I'll take out my dentrums and I'll go toe-to-toe with you. All of this stuff that was going on, I'm like, it's not that serious. We just here to do content and move on. Me and VS, we moved on to a whole nother storyline. So the last day of with the whole Rico saga and Wiley, VS came and picked me up because he threw the drink in my face. I was over it. She said, I'm on my way. And came gone. And then I was like, well, I'm going to call DC police because I want to press charges. Because this man threw a drink in my face. And VS said, don't press charges. Don't call the cops or whatever. Then Rico was like, Wiley, would you leave me? He's crying because this man brought about 3 huge garbage bags of food, canned goods, hot plates, just liquor upon liquor. He brought, it was like he didn't want me to leave, like he wanted to kidnap me or something. So it was like, oh, I did all this for you. And I'm like, what? Ew, why are you crying? I should be the one crying. I got FA by your friend, Lukerman. I got a drink thrown in my face. And you're crying. And then I said, grab what you can grab. And I said, BS, can you take him home? She's like, oh, no, Wiley, I don't feel safe because he up there working with Sean Bradley in Club Chat. Because in her mind, she's paranoid that Sean Bradley and Club Chat and them was going to jump her. I said, no, she said, but Wiley, you sit behind me and then let him sit on the opposite side. And then Rico, I'm holding in all of my laughter because I want to just laugh. He did all this, and I paid for that pig. And Rico looking dead at me in my face, crying, snot coming out. This man is obsessed. I'm like, dude, it's not that serious. The cameras are off. Shut up. Enjoy the ride back to your house. And why ain't no gentleman? I'm like, ew. So we go to McDonald's. He's still crying. He's still upset. He's obsessed. He's unhinged. We leave McDonald's. We take him home. VS and Rico have a peace summit. They made up. VS was like, go upstairs and give Rico son. He really loved you, Wiley. Against my will, I am forced to go upstairs and a hot box. His house was the pits of hell. It was so hot. It was during the summer. It was hot. No AC. His room was raggedy. I mean, you had nails on the door. It looked like a trap house that people get trafficked and can't leave. And this man was really trying to get me to go to the room. And I'm like, bruh, I'm hot. I'm sweating. He's still trying to get it on. And he was like, but you're not a whore. You're not a whore. I'm like, of course I can't be. I'm under duress. I don't want to do this. Like, bruh, get it to your head. Damn. If don't nobody want to sleep, but you can't force them. Like he was trying to do that. He trying to blow on it for us. I'm like, dude, I'm not into it. Leave me alone, ready to go. So we get in the car with VS, Chocolate Bay. I call Chocolate Bay. He want to be sneaky and meet up with VS and act like he's so innocent. And he's still running around these YouTube streets in somebody's shadow. He went to Houston to meet up with King Roman News. He went to sleep with King Roman. Sent me a message about why you should come to Houston. I don't live in Texas no more. If I want to link up with King Roman News, I'll meet up with him in Vegas by myself. I don't need you, Chocolate Bay. You're weird. You was a big guy. Now you lost all that weight after you did what you did with Rico. All that weight gone. I don't know what happened, but I don't know. Rico is talking about don't nobody cash app you nothing. You in a free apartment paid by the government. Stop talking. Bruh, when you don't have to pay rent because of the blood that you're positive and you're positive, they give you a free apartment. You shouldn't be complaining. Of course, you can do an interview to trash somebody that paid market rent. You can't talk when you get a free apartment paid by the government. Baby, my tax dollars pay for you to be in that apartment. So stop playing. Stop going around doing a press tour. Shut up about Wiley. Build up your show. You don't know where you coming or going. You just had a stalker come up to your house. You almost lost your free apartment. Stop playing, bruh. You don't know nothing about Wiley business. Nothing. Storm, Armon, all y'all do is strategize how to take down Wiley. You look sad. You as a whole man got your back arch, showing your cheeks to Wiley, Storm. This is you. Obsessed, want me to describe my private area. You want this man to describe it to a T. You obsessed. You got a whole chick down around Sweet Fish, and you worried about my private part. You're disgusting and nasty. What made me just look at Storm just like this man is so low and disgusting and he's a pygmy is when I heard Wiley and his grandmother. Did he touch his grandmother? Why would you ask a question that you know is a lie? You just doing stupid stuff. You scared of being sued. Soon when I get your address, we're going to have to serve you with some paperwork. Because you like to lie. You want to do that, Tasha K? I guarantee when they bring your obese behind in that courtroom, and I want you to explain to the judge what your proof with all these strong, because that's a very strong allegation, Storm. So stop with all this. You're doing what Armon Wiggins been. I told you, get off the phone with that man. That man is evil, and he's all in your ear, and you're putting my name in the title to appease Armon. You stupid. You slow. And you ain't going to say that in my face? You doing that because you on the phone with Armon. Y'all pillow talking. How to take down Wiley. Every time Armon get on the phone with you, Storm, he talk about Wiley. What's the obsession? Bruh, both of y'all live in high rises. I'm renting out a room. And y'all concerned and got my name in headlines. It's trash. For what reason? Y'all both say y'all claim y'all doing better than me financially. Y'all claim that y'all lit. Y'all claim that y'all got beautiful women around you, Storm. You got down the road fish, and she's still living in the projects in New York. Got whooped, and they drug her out the club all bruised up. And you said, I sent her Uber. So it's just like, I don't understand. The obsessionist with Wiley is sick. And it's because you hang around Armon. Because when Tasha tried to put an allegation that you slept with her son, or alluded to that you tried to sleep with her son, we had your back. It was dangerous rhetoric. And you're talking to Armon to pull out nasty allegations about my grandmother? How dare you, Storm? But that's what you want to do. You want to be accepted by Armon. You do know Armon is on drugs. You do know he's unhinged. You do know he lost his job with Fox Soul. You do know that, right? Get off the phone with him. You get more clicks and views than Armon. You got more subscribers than Armon. You want to be accepted by a crackhead? You stupid. You doing his dirty work? Now, when the lawsuits come, Armon going to throw you under the bus. When we served Michael Braggs a lawsuit, legal paperwork, Armon told me, hey, well, I ain't got nothing to do with it. This is all King did that. Because we sent to his house that he was staying out on the boondocks, him and his man, and we sent to King paying some of his family members. We just sent all these addresses they had on it. We sent it to and King got it. So did Armon. I said, do y'all want to get sued? And I said, Armon, you guys like, oh, but I didn't do that. It was all King. Y'all just stupid. Y'all all claim y'all better than Wiley. Then be better. How you say you better than Wiley and got my name in a headline? How you say you better than Wiley and thriving better than Wiley? You got my name in the headline. For what reason? You look stupid. Storm, you got up there with your fat self, humping your back, hunching your back, showing your nasty underwear, describing my male parts, and you claim you straight. You are disgusting. I'm leaving the lifestyle. You still in the closet. You can't even leave it because you still want to do it secretly. You're disgusting. When I look at Armon and I see the disgustingness of Armon, and knowing that I am, thank you, Akel, Wiley's a star. My mother said something to me. She said, Wiley, you know, they're going to always lie on you. And if you can't handle it, get out of this business. And she's right. I am a superstar. The problem is I don't feel like a superstar. I don't. Because I think if you're a superstar, KLE, True Enterprise, should you be able to be rich? You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm about to say something. You know, I look at being a superstar, baby. You go out and travel, but I don't like that. But I know I'm gifted. And these people just talk about Wiley all the time. I know my blessings come. I know the door is going to open up for Wiley. I know it is. I've been going through so much these past couple of months. It's been the worst couple of months of my life. And for the enemy to continue to bring up my grandmother, knowing how much I love my grandmother, knowing the condition that she is being mistreated in a nursing home. And that enemy uses her against me because he knows that's my heart. Anybody know how much I love my grandmother? My audience know how much I care, how I rescued my grandmother out of one bad situation. Now she's in a terrible situation. And I think about her every single day. And how she have to sit in that bed and wait for somebody to change her. And it's just like, every day. I said, Lord, please let me get the type of money so I can rescue my grandmother. Like, the type of money so she could be rescued and she need to be deprogrammed so she can spend the remainder of her life in a beautiful environment where she can eat what she want to eat, go where she want to go, and not be conformed to four walls and nasty food where she refused to eat. That's why she lost so much weight. You're rich. I do believe that I am rich in spirit. When I look at VS, and I want to thank her because VS did something right. When these allegations first came out, of these rumors, by Armon Wiggins, by the way, that guy is sick. And they were saying this stuff about my grandmother. Armon was spewing it. Him and King was just spewing it. They were saying it with their chests out. My mom came up, debunked it. VS said, Wiley, who else can I call your family? I said, call my uncle. I feel like you can call Bishop Melvin Cartwright. She said, call him. I was like, yes. What's his number? I gave you the number. And she called Bishop Cartwright. And my uncle said, my mother have not been R-word. And the woman that you're talking about is my mother. And I'm going to pray for you because that ain't nothing but the enemy. And I'm going to pray whatever's going to happen to them, that it don't happen to you. And BS told me, never forget, she said, Wiley, please take my vocals off of it. Because she knew it was like, oh my gosh, like, wow. And she said, he reminded me of my father. Like, oh my gosh, Wiley, please remember. But I had to get her to clear my name. And I told someone, I said, well, they're going to always bring it up in this gutter of YouTube as a way to get back at Wiley. And it's going to come a time where I'm going to have to pull a Cardi B and sue some of these bigger creators, like the ones that say they live in high rise, like Storm. He would have to get a lawsuit just to show an example and break them. Because Cardi laid out the blueprint. You can't be putting allegations that people humping their grandmothers and it's a lie. That's just plain old slanderous. That's just stupid. This was the same dude that was afraid to get sued by Corey Hardship, and he took down the video. And you're going backwards. And while Armon is in your ear, he's not gonna have your back when you sit in that courtroom. You have to pay bread that you don't have. And if you think I'm bluffing, ask Michael Braggs. We weren't bluffing with Michael Braggs. But Michael Braggs didn't have no money. Neither did Armon. None of y'all don't have nothing. All y'all do, get on y'all platform and say these salacious allegations, and then I'm a straight man. Describe Wiley private part. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, you oozing at the mouth? Like, what straight man is obsessed about another man private part? It's like it's an obsession. Is he cut? Is he uncut? It's like, why do you care? Ain't nobody screwing you. Rico, and see, this is why I have to be careful what I share on my show as a comedian. I'm sharing a joke that I met a guy at the library, and he comes to the house and we get it in. And Lord, I must have to repeat this whole thing. He's attractive. He's in the whatever. We do what we did. We pay him like $20. He needed it. You know what I'm saying? And we did other things too, but that's not the point. Rico took that like he was like a Dusty. He was just a regular dude. He wasn't no Dusty. He was a very attractive dude or whatever. And that wasn't his first time with dudes. So you trying to tell my story and don't even know all the facts. You jealous of things that I shared. Rico even sent my roommate Theo him with no clothes on. Like took his clothes off and sent it all to Theo. Like it's so disgusting. Storm, and this is all because he's on the phone with Armon. He's on the phone with him. He's so happy to be with the popular kids. Storm never was accepted by black folks. Never was accepted by black people. He have always been around. Let me turn the light on because it's getting kind of dark in the green screen. Like, hold on, y'all. Like he never was accepted by black people. So what he's doing is oh, you see Armon. Oh, yeah, but say this about Wiley. You cannot be Armon Wiggins' friend and love Wiley. Do not, to his credit, give me a second. To the not credit, Denot was forced to tell the truth. When he got over there with Armon, and Denot said all that men want to talk about is Wiley. Wiley. King Payne send receipts. And people said, why are you like Armon was forcing King Payne? Say this about Wiley, break up. All with lies. And he was mad because the campaign was unsuccessful. Now he using and hijacked Storm Monroe's platform to say the same salacious lies because he know I'm in talks with Fox. He know I'm in talks with Fox executives. He trying to derail those negotiations because Armon Wiggins was over there with Fox and it got destroyed. But where he's so stupid is those people have fact checkers. Those people check out the sources and they know you allow Armon. You trying to derail something that you effed up. It's not my fault that you didn't know how to play ball. It's not my fault that you couldn't deliver the ratings. It's not my fault that you slept with allegedly Justin Hart. That's not my fault. You went there and got on the phone with Claudia and got manipulated with backdoor politics and brought her to the front of the screen and the show got canceled. When y'all all was on vacation drinking a tequila, we canceled. When are we coming back? HR told you you're not coming back. The show ain't coming back. So you're doing all of that. And you're mad because you messed up. You're mad because you couldn't deliver. That's a you problem. You ain't got nobody to point at, but Armon Wiggins failed. You failed. You was in the room. You was there, but didn't deliver because you couldn't stay sober enough because you didn't know how to play the game. You got played. Folks started getting in your ear knowing that you was mentally not well and you're a drug addict. You have shown us time and time again that you unhinge. You get on the phone with these YouTubers because you don't have the cojones enough to do it yourself because you want to act like you're unbothered and you pull in the streets with Storm. Bruh. Sean Davy Way ain't going with this. All of these other big YouTubers, Scotty by Nature, House and you went to all of these other YouTubers. They all said, no, we're not going with these salacious lies. Who you stuck with? Storm. A man that you called down low. A man that you dragged and said you were more entertaining. A man that you told me, Wiley, why you ain't talking about Storm and always talking about me? You know I'm the superstar. You always crying. Go get some help. Go get some therapy. This is insane. The question is, why now? Ain't nobody been talking about no Storm Monroe. It's because Storm on the phone with Armon. And King was like, well, Wiley, do you believe that Armon was telling the truth? I don't believe it. And our King, you got to defend yourself. If you claim that you didn't go sleep with them teenage boys, then get on the platform and say you didn't do it. But trying to throw me under the bus, or if he telling the truth, like, I'm not going to be your ally. Because I'm not about to jump off the edge with you. I don't know what you was doing in California. That's for you. Go on your platform. You got Jaguar Wright screaming these allegations around. You got to be your voice. You got to windmill for yourself. Ask Sean David Wade, okay, tag in. Okay, girl. Let her tag in and go in and defend you and say you didn't do it. But ain't nobody about to come there and defend you. Because we don't know. Armon going around talking about he got messages and got people that you had, gave him a seizure and all that. If what Armon is saying is not true, King, send his black behind the cease and desist. You know his family. And then the thing you did was he beat on his mama. I thought you about to answer allegation you ain't touching no kids. So it's just like, go ahead on with that. Then King was like, I'm going to talk about them allegations about Wiley and make him cry. Excuse me, you never made me cry. You're not the superstar. You and Storm, you're not lit. Armon Wiggins, he needs somebody. I need somebody to go against Wiley. They're losing. Storm looked pathetic. Storm came out of the closet because he wanted to sleep with Wiley. He was so obsessed. The man got on camera and arched his back. Ew. I'm not attracted to you, Storm. Ew. You're not my type at all. Stop it. All that weight you didn't gain. You look sweaty. It just, bruh. The question should be, Storm said, everybody asks her, and shout out to the Storm Chasers that love the Wiley Show. Why are Storm talking about you? This man said, they've been coming to it. Ain't nobody been talking about you in years. You on the phone with Armon. Let's F with him. Because this man got word that Wiley talking to the Fox executives. It's, again, Armon, you're mad. Wiley over there talking to Fox producers. That's a you problem. You can't control me because you effed up with Fox Soul. You effed up with them people over there. I didn't. I didn't burn that bridge. You did that. You burned that bridge, honey. You burned it. It's gone. You mad because I talked with Jason Lee. You're mad. You're mad. Jealous at its core and evil. Would you want me in jail? If you think I did something, my girl, call the police. Mount TV said something. Why are these people making all these allegations with no police report, no nothing? Because that's what they do. They dangerous. Until they get sued, like Tasha K, she calmed down a whole lot. And she's still out here unhinged. But now she got slapped with a $4 million lawsuit. Storm, he gonna cry. Oh, please, Wiley, don't do it. You're just stupid. Why? For Armon? Somebody that you said that you're better than? You interviewed the man's father. You ain't nothing. You're so easily to be controlled, Storm. The same way when you first came into this sector or on YouTube, Tommy Sotomayor, you went to his show. You wanted to be like him. You picked up Tasha. You wanted to be like Tasha. When are we going to see the real Storm? The geeky Storm that like calculus and physics and science and algebra. But you're trying to do celebrity gossip. It's cringy. It's like, ew, you're not hip. You try to be. You cuss. Oh, you do too much cussing. You think, oh, I'm down street. I'm hood. Nigga, you stupid. You got a degree. You could be out here making 6 figures. You out here coming towards Wiley. You look pathetic. You want some bragging rights? That people look at you, look stupid. Dumb. You got a whole degree. I want to talk about Wiley. He talked about me years ago. Because that's the only how you're going to keep Armon Wiggins. Let's talk about it with this whole Sean David Wade thing. If you all notice, Sean David Wade is dragging Storm. And Armon is trying to keep, because he can't go towards Sean David Wade, because Sean David Wade will get Armon together. And Sean get more numbers than Armon. So, we talk about Wiley. It's Wiley. We got the least subscribers, the least amount of money. They talking about me like I'm dragged up in a Bugatti, whatever car. I'm walking in Vegas. You don't see me out in no SUV trucks. You see me out walking. If you see me out in Vegas, like my audience members, they see me out in Dallas, they come pick me up. They see me out there limping and sweating. Hey, Wiley, come on, get in the car under this good AC. I'm not out here driving. Like, for what reason? Talk about me for what? They're not giving y'all a reason. They just on this because they all around Armon Wiggins. They're not. So it's like, he was like, man, Wiley cool. I don't get on here talking about Armon Wiggins. Let me tell you something tonight. And Armon Wiggins is, no. We talk about other stuff. How can we make a bag? Let's do an interview. Let's do business together. I'm not with all this boom, 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 boom. Armon, he had the same door open up. He's mad because when he sit in a room with me, you see he's a drug addict. I don't do drugs. So he's going to look very uncomfortable. He's the devil. His skin is bad. It's boxed, crusty, burnt skin. And he's sad right now. He don't get along with his mama. I told him, I said, let it go. I have to move away from my mama. I said, I can't change it. She gonna stay a drunk. She said, I drink and ain't nobody tell me nothing about it. I said, okay. Well, I'm gonna leave. And I haven't been around her. I haven't lived in a home in years. I left her when I moved with my grandmother because of her bad behavior. So I'm not trying to say that I'm the best, but my spirit is strong. I sleep good at night. And for all these people, he's not on his medicine. I'm not. I don't need the medicine. Rico, you need to take your medicine. Because if you don't take it, you know what's going to happen. I don't have to take my medicine. It's not a requirement for me to take it. The condition that you have, Rico, you got to take your medicine every day. And you don't have no insurance, and your family don't have no money to bury you. So stop playing. I don't have to take the medicine. I don't take it. I'm doing good. I'm walking out in the sun and doing all this. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next in life. Delivering the show. Entertaining the audience, thinking about my grandmother all the time, crying about her or her condition, so I try not to think about her. And then when people bring her up, I go right to her condition. Like, oh, man, she in that nursing home. Oh, it just makes me cry. That's why I had to get out of the nursing home because I catch myself crying. In the bathroom, just boo-hooing. These people in there screaming and they want help. They want better food. What can I do? Only thing I can do is cry. I can't come in and buy you no food. I ain't got the money. They barely make excuse me. They barely paying me. It's heartbreaking. And the only reason why I haven't broke because God's like, let this go. This ain't for you. You done with this. This is too painful. This is nothing but too painful. So I let it go. And I say, okay, Lord. What else more you want me to do? Until the end, I said, I'm going to have to find something else. I'm going to have to find something else. Because of my platform and because of my voice, I can't run into another Mr. O'Neal. I can't run into it and then I go on, take on this whole rant on my platform because people won't believe it. They don't care about the sick and the elderly. They don't care. So I have to get away from it because it's a broken system. Only one I want to rescue is my grandmother, and I don't have the money to do it. To fight the evil structure that's around her. She want to be out of that place. She want to be at home. She want to be surrounded by family. She want to eat turkey wings with seasoning, not that slop that they feed her. You guys, listen. This has been a tough time for Wiley. A painful time for me. But I get up and I keep swinging. I keep at it. And I hear all these people, how many times you fall, how many times you get up? And I say, how many times to stay up? And I get up every day and I do my content, and people work tirelessly to suppress Wiley. And they brag, yeah, he ain't got 1,000 people in his chat. Yeah, his views ain't viewing. They pay to get trolls. And I keep going. I keep going. It's tough. But when you're breaking a generational financial curse, when you're the one that's anointed to go to that next level, it is not going to be easy. I'm going to be able to sit down and tell my children about this, and we're going to be able to laugh with our staff. I'm going to laugh with my wife. But right now, I'm laughing, but I'm like, oh, you know. Because I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. It's rough, but I love what I do. I love it. Thank you to the sister that donated the Walmart to Walmart lady, and that devil did not want me to get that donation. That donation. That woman said, this one I know is the enemy. She said, Wiley, I've been sending people money on Walmart to Walmart forever. And I never had an issue until now sending you the money. So she sent me the money, the Walmart to Walmart lady. We went up to Walmart. Now, mind you, she sent in $500. We go to the Walmart counter. I'm giving the ID, say my name. We can't give it to you. We got to refund the lady. We refund back to the person that sent it. They're going to have to go and get a refund. So the lady, older lady, she get in her car. And that's how I'm being tested. She get in her car. She said, I'm going to go back. And then they said they gave back the money. They gave her back the money. Some glitch or whatever the case may be. She said, well, I could just mail it and blah, blah, blah. I was like, let me be patient. Because I do have a demographic on this show that is older. I have an older audience, younger audience, you know, it's children watch the show, etc. So I said, let me be patient because I'm being tested. I said, okay, ma'am, do you have Uber? I'm sorry, not Uber. Do you have Cash App? No Cash App. No. I said, well, Zelle is connected to your bank. So I was explaining to her very patiently, and she sent me the money via Zelle, and we got the donation because we needed it. We needed it real bad. So I get done with that, and she said, Wiley, she said, don't give up. She said, I see that they coming after you. Like, people see it. I mean, it's a well-orchestrated plan. And a brother said to me at LA Fitness, He said, Marquise, he said, Wiley, he said, be careful who you trust. People gonna come to you and use you. Watch, be watchful. Be careful who you help. And he was so right. The more people that I've helped dogged me. And I'm not trying to be cold-hearted, but now I'm overly cautious on who I allow to help. When I look at Storm, and my heart do go out to a man that is LGBTQ. I've been in the lifestyle consistently for a long time. I'm getting out of the lifestyle now. And I can see it. It's not a good lifestyle to be in. It's not natural. And the more and more I've been getting out of it, the more clear-minded I've been. Because it's not a good lifestyle. It's not a good spirit to be in, whatever how you try to word it. And when I look at down low men like Storm, I'm like, wow, like he really is excited about the lifestyle. Like this excites him. Like, and he try to cover it up. Oh, this is Wiley boyfriend, but he really want to come out of the closet. But he ain't gonna be accepted because of his family and himself. But he do know he would get more clicks and views to come out the closet. But it's just like, and he really want to just have all the love making with men. He want to do OnlyFans. Then go do it. Go. Go do it. If that's the lifestyle you want to be, go do it. And being in this lifestyle, it was terrible, painful. And me and myself, I tried to make it work. I tried to, oh man, I couldn't. No relationship could ever work. I never could get in a relationship. I didn't care much for it. And my pastor said something and I knew he was telling the truth. He said, y'all gonna get in that lifestyle and you're gonna hate that you in it, but you still gotta do it because it's a stronghold. And I've been in situations where I'm like, man, I ain't really into it, but you just been conditioned to do it, so you do it. So I had to take a break. I had to stop, and I was very active. I mean, I'm on the apps with strangers in my home, day in and day out, strangers upon strangers, and I had to take a big break from it, and I'm proud of it. Because the future that God has for me, He don't have it with a man. That's not in the equation. And the type of blessing He's gonna give to me, He's not gonna bless me with that, and I'm gonna share it with another man. No, that's that type of blessing God will give me with my gift. It's gonna be with my wife and my family. So, when I say that, I don't say it for clicks and views. I'm very cautious of saying it because I understand the pain that LGBT people go through. I understand the stress that it is with a lifestyle that God didn't want it to have. It's like you're trying to put a key in a hole that don't fit. And I mean, I try to force it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make it work. It don't work. It don't work. And just pray. And I was like, God, I can't wait till I find a church home in Las Vegas. But until then, I go, I have a Chicago Transformation Center, Apostle Kevin Cunningham. That's online, but it ain't nothing like going to church in person because I miss that community of it. And if I was in Chicago, that would be my church home. And that would be my church home. But just having this conversation. They said he wanted to know about your thing. Yeah, he's so obsessed with it. Like, for what reason? I'm not going to show you. I don't care about. I pulled back talking about the lifestyle, like how I talked about it, because once you get out of it and stop doing it, you'll stop talking about it. He inquired about sizes, positions, everything. Absolutely, he did. Absolutely, absolutely, he was so concerned about my lifestyle. That is crazy. Who want to get into the lifestyle when you got people getting out of it? Well, have it happen. You ain't gonna be excited. And wrap it up. You're gonna end up like Rico. Let me see if I can open up the phone lines if y'all want to call in. And call in, give me a second. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all want to call in. Hold on one second. And we're gonna be back doing it. And I hope y'all enjoy the pre-recorded videos that we've been doing. But I said, hey, I go live. I'll wake it up. Prada said, go live. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go live. Shout out to that sister. Very dedicated sister. Y'all give Prada a hand for all the support that she have been giving the Wiley show. She have helped take our Instagram out of the grave and brought life to the Instagram. So we do want to thank her for her amazing support that she have been doing for WileyTheTroll.com. Thank you, sister, for that. Yeah, so I was done with the lifestyle. It wasn't for me. And my uncle was right. My uncle was right. My uncle, he was right. That's one thing Bishop ever caught right. Maybe his delivery was off, but the message, he said he was right. Hey, you live on the Wiley show.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, so I want to say thank you for going live. The streets are type boring, so I really appreciate you waking it up.
Yeah, the streets is quite boring, but they waking it up, talking about Wiley.
Talking about Wiley.
And my niece. Wow. What does that?
I mean, well, let them talk. Hey, in the chat, people.
And I don't mind that. It just made me want to come and rush when you putting out allegations about my grandma. Like, I don't care you talking about my meat, but when you come on and say some stuff like that, like, bruh, that's I'm like,
yeah, it's giving desperate, and he needs click and views.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sue him. Like, this person send me his address. Send me his address. I'm gonna just file it against him. I'm gonna have to make him an example. Because soon as this person sent me store manager, this was the same person that helped me track down Michael Braggs.
Michael.
Yeah, to send me his address. We just got to file the paperwork. And and let's see if he's gonna stand by it. Now, mind you, he don't have the money when he get the judgment. Because you saying just stupid, like, for what reason? Just to be
I was waiting for him to say allegedly, but where's
he wasn't saying no allegedly?
He like it was a fact. He stated like it was a fact.
Yeah.
It's not.
And look at the title that he put in there. When he gets sued, and he ain't got no Tasha K. See, Tasha K got a husband, she got other talent, she get the role. You ain't got none of that. We gonna garnish that YouTube check.
Yeah.
Because the judge gonna be like, go on and settle. He gonna have to recant and pay. You can't be putting that, because you could have just stuck with the meat. Okay. But you trying to do, and I said, that's the Armon Wiggins stuff. And
yeah, when it was so desperate of him. You could tell that little thing he tried to throw in there, he was desperate.
Very desperate. Very
because
desperate.
Rico wasn't really Rico-ing. If you ask me.
Rico isn't. I haven't talked to this dude in a long time. Rico got a free apartment. Rico got to go to the hospital. Rico lost all his weight. Rico dealing with real life issues.
What Rico should have did was cammed up and pissed in the beer can 211 and woke it up. That's the Rico we know.
You do hear the quality of his sound. Rico don't even have the good equipment to go live. He's poor.
Exactly. And Rico, you came out the class of the Wiley.
Hell yeah. And then, like I told Rico, I said, bruh, you get a free apartment. Do you know how hard I have to work that I wish I could just have the government pay for your apartment. Do you know how I would just thrive? You got to worry about rent. I will be taking over YouTube. Maybe the government paying my rent. All that static. Because, you know, Storm was so desperate to say the thing about the grandmother. That's the only way he did that. This is a salacious campaign led by Armon Wiggins and Storm.
And you can tell, yes, you can tell it is.
You can tell.
I agree with you with that.
It's like he's
by any means necessary. He's trying to like please Armon, and I think that's crazy.
It's crazy. Armon mad because he think these slaves. It's not gonna keep me away from getting a Fox deal because Fox, they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. You can't stop it. Like you was over there with Fox. You effed it up.
Yeah, you, Armon, effed it up.
Armon effed that up for himself. He effed like people talk about because Fox Soul still they ain't shut that down. So I still can go over there with Fox and send emails, say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I would love to work with the network. Let's do a couple of shows. I ain't gonna stop asking for no black job.
Okay.
I would love to be a Fox News contributor. Who don't want to be a Fox News contributor? They gonna need some black folks. Now that they boosted up Kamala Harris, they gonna need some black folks to come against them coons. Ain't no number coon. They gonna need some treacherous black folks that know how to speak to the everyday black man. That's the janitors, the service workers. Because we're the only way they're gonna deliver it right.
Yeah, but I do want to say DC Gate would never like come to an end. Like it's legendary and it's gonna continue. How many years ago DC Gate was? I don't know why you guys don't continue DC Gate and make a profit off of it.
Yeah, well, Rico, unfortunately, due to him, his condition, and due to him very poor, he can't afford to pay a plane ticket. He can't afford to get a bus ticket. He's afraid to get a job because he said they're gonna cut him off his housing voucher. And they told him
no, but you just can't make a certain amount. He could do a part-time.
I told him he could do part-time, but he's at some dude, he bringing dudes in the house, and they told him stop bringing dudes in there. They can't live. And I said, Rico, you about to mess up a free apartment.
One of them came to the window, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, one of them came to the window. Remember when they reported him for animal abuse when he was beating up that cat?
Yeah.
Like
something else. Did he graduate from your school, Wiley?
I think Rico could have been
I think he has to go back to class.
He got to go back to class because this man,
he's not doing it right.
He don't do it right. He never can keep a channel. He pulls out his peen. He never can keep a channel. All my other nests thriving.
Yes, people like come on.
All of you that came over here, I'm on the house of Wiley.
He met Angela E. He flunked that opportunity.
Absolutely.
Like, are you kidding me?
That's facts.
He don't know how to work. Like, that's crazy.
And that's why I'm so excited to, you know, be in this good position in my life where we could do political shows, we could do celebrity gossip, we could do so much. And so
diverse. You're very diverse.
We're very well versed. And I can't wait to get on Fox News. And that's why they're going to be mad. And Armon leading this charge behind the scenes. We know it's you, girl. You ain't there. Like, when Denied, so sad, when he exposing you guys 6 different devices. You wrote it, Wiley.
I learned too about a troll farm. I didn't know nothing about because I'm not a content creator, you know? So we don't know stuff like that.
You don't know it. Now you know it.
And I learned,
what people, all they do is massive report videos to throw you out of the algorithm. That's why, have you noticed why we never get 1,000 people in the chat? Like we have to fight like hell to get 2,000, 3,000 people. It's really sad. But we keep going. You know, we still here, and they have been doing this for a long time. And you got other countries that will want to work with, but I don't want to be dragged by Armon, so they keep their distance.
Yeah,
that's what I say. Some of these folks like Armon, he have to crumble, and it's so sad, Icon. But that's only how he have to crumble. He's going to crumble. He's crumbling right now.
He's crumbling right now. In our eyes.
Yeah. You see it. And you still not learn your lesson. Only thing he do, burn incense, do drugs, read cards. He's not even a good card reader. He watching other tarot card channels and pulling their spirit up. You don't even have your own identity.
Lisa's probably telling him what to say. He just probably
memorizing what she said. And the only reason why he's able to take these little revamps is because his boyfriend got a job. But when his boyfriend loses,
probably pops when he come home, he probably still cutting up lemons. Or you think he retired?
Yeah, and then he gets mad because all he does is obsess. Wiley. As you notice, we unblock all of them trolls. You know why they ain't saying that in here? Because that's all controlled by our mind. All of these people have been unblocked. You'll see none of them in the chat. That told me right then and there is about one person. Do you know how sick you have to be to have all of them different accounts? That's sick.
So I believe I'm gonna really have a secret vendetta against the Wiley show, and it's sad. Like, leave Wiley alone. Let
it's just like you got a secret vendetta. We helped you get a job. You couldn't do it because he's at a worse place of his life. He is a drug addict, you guys. I want you all to go to LA. Look at Armon.
His neighbors died, right?
Huh?
He had to run and move because his neighbors died.
You remember that? Oh, my neighbor died. He just up and move. But you over there doing drugs with your neighbor. And I can't prove it. He probably was over there at that party and the dude OD, he got scared. And left.
There's a possibility.
That's a strong possibility. Because you remember, he would get so high. The reason why he stopped them station heads, because I learned everything, and you of them station heads, because Armon would rant. He will tell all his business on station head. On YouTube, it looked like he on the red carpet. Oh, glisten guy. But on station head, you see how sad he is. Oh, let's talk about this and blah, blah. Start talking about Wiley and start mentioning his name in the chat. So they kept putting Wiley, and then what happened was he lost the ratings on station because people's like, well, damn, if I can't type Wiley and be messy, ain't no use to be coming
Exactly.
So he lost the viewership.
Sidebar, Wiley, sidebar. Girl, they are beefing Milagro and Armon. But you called it. You've been said that wasn't real.
I told y'all.
Been said that.
Because my thing is, and I'm gonna keep nagging on to that, and that's where Armon, he tried to keep me off focus on that Milagro. So send me the timestamps because you know me, I cannot be sitting there listening to Milagro because she be having hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. But I told Milagro, and I think she knew it day one. But she thought Armon was a superstar. You had more clout, and she said it. My interview had more viewership than Sukihana. I've been told Milagro, you were used. Armon said the day before the court date, you bad, you body. Right? He cussed her out. And he ran to that courthouse and made up with, because he does that. And people, they so quick. But y'all know, and T.S. Madison, see, this is what we're going to talk about. You see why T.S. Madison don't deal with Armon? She just say, get on the phone with him, let him rant.
Yeah.
Because the man is unhinged, and because he have an audience, he put allegations. He did that to T.S. Madison. This is why he don't be over there with T.S.
But the makeup artist, right? Mm-hmm.
She said that she hired our words. This man is unhinged. He is so quick to put allegations out on people. It's gonna come a time, Armon, because he do all those type of drugs, something gonna happen to Armon. I'm not even gonna speak what's gonna happen to him, but somebody gonna set him up. He gonna wind up doing a bad batch if he ain't already did one. Look at what happened in Hot Rod. He kept doing them drugs, and somebody laced his drugs, and he ain't been the same ever since. Because when you do all the drugs, you gonna let your guards down. This man said, I got a fentanyl testing strip.
I remember he was talking about the strip.
Right then and there, that should tell y'all. This a whole drug. And he be saying this stuff. I said, y'all don't be listening to what this man be saying. You can say Wiley bipolar. I'd rather be bipolar than a crystal meth addict. Baby, I'm in good company. Jennifer Lewis. End of story.
Okay.
Get your ass out and vote. I'm in good company with the black mother of Hollywood. Bitch, you ain't talking about her when she threw them nails on the ground and stuff. I'm gonna find that interview on Oprah. Y'all put it back on YouTube when she said them voices told her to go into a rage. She went in there, she messed up them people's nail shop. And I said, oh, because she's rich. I said, it's okay, bitch. I gotta take my talent to Hollywood. Don't worry. Don't let me team up with Denai. We start doing scripts and everything. Because I don't have no problem with Denai. See, Denai do have a talent. He do have a resume. Armon was jealous. See, I get on the phone with Denai and I can listen because he know more than me. He have more experience with acting. I would listen to this dude. Armon, you can't ask him nothing. He's jealous. He ain't gonna receive it. But if he did, why him and Denai couldn't do no skits? I'm asking you
exactly
why they couldn't do no skits like Chaotic and Shakana. Why they couldn't do no skits? Where did not say he'll propose to Armon and do a skit, eat up the internet. But Armon, he ain't willing to do that. He's jealous. And he's watching the Wiley show with his 6 different devices. None of his trolls is in the count. It's just like this man is unhinged. And Storm, I know it eats him up. Well, he's just not focusing on me. You ain't the superstar. You cringy. Get your fat behind out the closet. Okay, eat a Doka donut, go screw a man, have a happy life. But look at Rico bad decision because you got to be careful being in that lifestyle, being unprotected. You might get what Rico got, but you'll get a free apartment though. I mean, it ain't such a bad thing. You get a free apartment if you take your medicine. I don't know if Rico take it because that man is bones on top of bones. Rico was much.
But let me say this: from day one, we knew Storm was LGBT. We knew that. Storm, you're living in the closet. You need to come up, but you are coming out slowly but surely. You are coming up because today, girl, the way that you was carrying on, girl, you was moving with your hands, girl. You bent down. You had your ass up, girl. You coming out slowly, but
it's like he's coming out. But I'm like, go ahead and come out.
Just fully come out.
Because we don't care. All of your women audience, they know you that way. Even Donna Ross Wig Fish, she even said in the chat because she's just so pressed. Because he called me fish. I'm not a stinky sick. You're desperate. Because if you a bad bee, you won't be chasing after no man. Man will be chasing after you.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Drop mic. You wouldn't be on the Wiley show, and I'm not stinky. I take my probiotics every day. Shut up, you fish.
I think she replaced Nick at Night.
Yeah, she replaced Nick at Night because Nick at Night got says, let me leave Wiley alone because she just went to the hospital. You know, stuff was oozing out of her because it was hot. She was going.
No, you remember the bed situation with Nick at Night and Storm? I think she, Diana Ross Wig, replaced Nick at Night position.
Yeah, but it was Nick that put it out there with the whole beard stuff. I didn't even know that word. It was Nick. Nick put it out there. I'm like, what is a beard? Like everybody knows, Tasha knows, everybody knows. And Tasha was so evil. But this the thing about Tasha. She met Storm. She said that he made her feel uncomfortable around her son. So maybe she seen something.
You stood up for Storm.
Huh?
I remember like it was yesterday, and you stood up for Storm.
Yeah, I stood up for him. And look what it got me. Thrown out of the bus. It's just like these people, but the reason why I'm not gonna do what they do, because I'm not evil. Yeah, I'm not gonna scoop low like they going low like that. Because you can just give Storm a lawsuit. Like I told somebody, just give me his address. Because this will have to be in federal court. And we'll put $75,000 on there. We can show
what's his age? How old is Storm?
Huh?
How old is Storm?
Storm is 30. I think he's like, what,
Oh, you're in his
31,
30s.
30,
Okay.
31. He's in his early 30s. And we just gonna have to sue him, and that's gonna be some great content. He gonna be scared. He gonna take, oh, I'm gonna hurt today, because he think it ain't gonna happen. But when we send that to Michael Braggs was shook, and then Armon was like, it was all him, it was all King, and my lawyer was like, well, you can't. You said it too, bro. We got you on the timestamps. Like these people, it's just like because they not banking on that. See, the thing with Tasha was she thought she was gonna say that. Um, plus 1 penny to go to federal. We'll have to go to federal court. And yeah, because you said it blatantly on video. It's so easy. And Tasha was like, oh, Cardi not going to sue. She thought that. Now look, now this woman facing federal prison because she lied on bankruptcy paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's sad. It's so sad. And that's why I want to hit you in your pockets. So when people see, oh, you got sued by Wiley, that's going to destroy you. Because Armon, he ain't going to ask your phone number. But you can't use Armon as a character witness. That man really is on drugs. Baby, that man is a drug addict. The way how he admitted he got cocaine leaking out his nose. Look at the people that he hang around. Island Boy, another drug addict, and Bobby Lights.
Bobby Lights. Mm-hmm.
And do you see Bobby Lights with a new show on Zeus?
Absolutely not.
They don't want to be around these drug addicts. Armon have been on the losing side. Jason Lee said something. He said, Wiley, continue to give these people hell. And we covered the Jason Lee piece like we cool with Jason. Even though he got us by Hollywood a lot. But guess what? I'm not desperate to be over there because that's your celebrity side. As long as I can get connected with you on the political stuff, woo, we brothers and we love it. And, we cool with that.
Uh-huh.
And so when I had Kimberly Woonsley on the show, because at first I was trolling, right? I didn't know I was going to get her.
I was on your station head.
Right, and we got, okay, you was there when we set it all up.
Uh-huh.
And then I started looking at Jason Lee, how he was campaigning. And then Jason was like, see, what Kimberly didn't know that, Wilder, you love me. I do love Jason. Because we never, see, Jason and I never burned the bridge. I never burnt that man book. I'm actually going to go to Barnes and Noble, you guys. Make sure y'all donate so I can rebuy his book because I want to reread it. Because I'm preparing to get him on the show. Now, he going to, I want to get that Jason Lee interview. And that man, when I interview Jason, it's not even going to be focused on Armon. I'm not going to discuss him. I'm going to just know he may be discussed, but he's not like dominating the interview because Jason Lee, Armon is nothing to Jason. Like Armon was there with Jason, and in that video, and I wish somebody would have downloaded it. I want to hear all that stuff. You see how he was strategizing against Jason. He got a dog like this man was extra paranoid. I had a dog, and now he got a dog. Like, Armon, you a drug addict. This dude is unhinged. People in LA, they knew about it. And you better hope we don't run into no money. You better be glad that we ain't got no beef sector trolls over here that will fund Wiley. Hey, Wiley, I'll pay for your hotel, give you some car service to go to LA so you can go put boots on the ground. You better be glad we got
fun in LA and just explore LA.
Okay? And see Armon out there in LA and see how he really is. Because I want to see is he really going to be out there in the street.
Wiley, for work purposes only. Work purposes only.
Okay, for work purposes only. We want to see is this man out there. He ain't got no night. He ain't got no residency. He haven't did no live show. This man, because he's sad, because people going to really see how mean people don't like to hang around people that's not relatable. The audience today don't like it. Even celebrities now are coming down off that high horse because people ain't effing with you. This ain't the type of industry that puts you like you so up there. You got to be relatable. Armon is not a relatable dude. He think he better than everybody, and he not. Yeah. So he got so high, he thought he was better than Jason Lee. Bro, you don't even own a website. You don't even post. You don't have a brand. Armon could have been a power play in Hollywood, just been a messy blogger.
Yeah. I agree with you.
He could have been
This
that
was
dude, a younger version of Jason, and he's new, fresh. But he came in kissing up to Jason, got mad at Jason, and told Jason business. Then
show
he
text message too.
showed text messages. Then Armon tried to go and get Jason Lee people, try to work with them. They all told him no, because they know the type of power Jason had.
Yeah.
That should tell you then you on the wrong side. Remember when Jason was effing with him with his page and stuff? He messing with me. But you doing the same stuff towards Wiley. But we ain't
Ain't that a BITCH?
Huh?
Ain't that a BITCH?
Yes, you do the same thing, and we still out here smiling and thriving. But then when the BET words come, no calls, no invitation. So he went to New York, dirty, filthy. People were sending me stuff.
And let's not forget, it's because of Jason Lee, he got that photo with Kanye West.
It's because of Jason Lee.
It's because of Jason Lee, he started getting people started posting him on blogs.
Because of Jason Lee. And once Jason Lee said, I'm not feeding you no more, it all went away. Armon been out here suffering. And that Fox soul, Jason couldn't even destroy that. You destroyed it.
Yourself, correct?
And that just gave Jason more ammunition that you is a drug addict. You unhinged. And all what he does come with this fake positive guru. As you know, that got boring because there ain't no viewership. So now you gotta wait until JT. Okay, you talked about the JT. You going right back into the messy female rap. Because that's only how you get clicks and views. They said so Jason Lee does have power. Yes, Jason Lee have power. And I can't even contest it. The man been in the business, building a relationship for the last 20 years.
Absolutely.
Yes, he got power. He got more power than Armon. You soberly got more power than Armon. Because if you're a drug addict, you gave the power, oh, preaching, you gave the power to that pipe.
Amen.
So, come on, Armon, do you know how weak-minded and pathetic you have to be to do drugs? And he's on it heavy. You go to his YouTube video, the man be high. You can tell he be high. I've been around, his name is Jonathan L. Flakes. And baby, you go on his social media, and if you look at him, somebody said, wow, I saw your cousin. He looked bad. I said, I know it. It's a matter of time before I get a phone call. If I get a phone call, I will have, and I call morgues. If I don't hear, I call morgues and stuff to see. But yeah, because he's on it hooked like a zombie, up for days. Ain't nothing I can do. And then people that is concerned about, then they were trying to sleep with me. You know, some of our mutual, you know, people that grew up. Oh yeah, hey, Wiley, I see you still do your Wiley show. Send me a picture, bruh. Ain't you supposed to be concerned about Jonathan? I'm not sending you nothing, you fat slob. It's just like, but all them people in Chicago and his family, they know nobody. He got to do it himself. And I tried everything, but he chose the drugs. And now he's skinned, he's dirty, he be out, he's on the streets heavy. In Texas. I couldn't bring him to Vegas. He went the last 2 weeks. Because these people, these drugs out here is powerful on top of power. He'd have been under the bridge, he wouldn't have made it. And I had to leave him behind and keep my sanity. I can't bring somebody that want to do drugs. You bring me down.
Exactly.
So, yeah. But we think Icon.
But I just want to say this before I get off. What in the heck Storm Monroe doing with a peen pump?
A peen pump. That's disgusting. Why would he?
A penis pumper.
Why would he admit that though? Why did he need?
He showed it in his video in the live. He put his hands in it.
Why do he need that? He's cringy. It's just like when Von Ray, I wish that Von Ray would come back.
Did you see that photo? Did you see it?
I didn't see. Send it to me. I want to see it.
It's there.
Okay, let me hold on. It's just so sad. Let me see, because I'm
like, what in the world you doing with a peen pumper?
That's your friend. I told you,
my friend.
And it's just like these YouTubers, they audition for me to talk about. They
and then his moderator Diana Ross Wig, what she said in the chat, did he pay for it? Did you pay for Rico?
Like, she's just so stupid. I need you to send me a picture. Oh, hold on, let me see. Did you send it? Did you pay? Yeah, I see her comment. Yeah, she called. Oh my God, he do have that. What?
That's a cream pumper.
Why do he need that?
That's crazy. He's coming out slowly but surely.
He better hurry up. Come on out, child.
And I do believe that photo with him and Von Ray should resurface.
Yeah. And my thing is, can you imagine if him and Von Ray would have did the podcast? It would have been so successful. It would have fit.
Yeah, they stupid.
That they would have made a lot of money. How is Von Ray doing? Is he still breathing?
I have no idea.
Y'all let me know how is Von Ray, because I know he had it in a podcast with Big Sexy and he was stupid. Why would you bring Big? And I told I told Von, you bring Big Sexy on the podcast, he's gonna take over. That was stupid.
Von Ray, if you're in the bushes, you need to come on the Wiley show and let us know how you do.
We could have did a podcast together. It'd have still been running. He could have been the straight guy. Yes, it quickly fell apart. Oh wow. This man haven't released none into 5 months.
Sidebar, did he get that money that he was suing? Did he get that money?
He probably did, child. Y'all let me know how he look on Instagram. Did he get the money? And he had a nice setup for the podcast.
Yeah.
And that podcast was doing numbers too.
It was.
They had Saucy Santana on the podcast, Sydney Starr on the podcast, Jessica Dime on the podcast.
Oh, he did get the money. Ooh, he got the money on.
Okay, well, he ain't gonna keep it because he's bad with money. Women gonna take it. He's not good.
And he loves the flash.
He likes the flash, so he ain't gonna make it. And he love that street life. So he's gonna keep it. So we know how that's gonna fall. If you know what I'm saying, because whoever wanted to take him out, it was serious. That's why I didn't want to do the podcast with him.
That storyline was crazy, man.
They wanted to take that man out. Oh, you want me to go rush to do a podcast too? No, thank you. I don't want to be around nobody that got too many holes in his body.
Okay, it wasn't one or two. It was multiple.
It was multiple. It was like, and them people still probably roaming the streets. Ain't no way in the world, child.
They said Storm had him set up.
No, that wasn't no Storm, baby. That Devon was in some street culture, and he probably was out there pushing dope, didn't pay his share, and they got him.
And someone stole somebody's car. You remember?
I remember that. I remember that Storm car was gone. I just think he did that for an insurance scam, and then the car was found and it was an insurance scam. Storm do anything for Storm. It's cringy because Storm could have just stayed with Tasha. Just stay with her.
Exactly.
Storm because what Armon said to him got to him. I'm nothing. But
the last roast?
Yeah, that roast. Did you follow Armon? That was crazy stupid. Sean David Wade is independent. He don't need Armon. And he don't. But King, you stupid too, because I be like, hey friend, bring me on the platform. Blah 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 blah. Why you can't see? Y'all be having these so-called friends, but you can't hop on that platform.
On whose platform?
King can't hop on Sean's platform and say he innocent.
I think he went on the paid wall today.
Ain't nobody. Majority of the people ain't on no paid wall. And if you got some serious,
Pastor K dropped $200 today on Sean.
To Storm or to who?
To Davey Ray.
Oh, but we know that Tasha does that. She does that, give money and stuff like. She haven't really done that enough because back in the day before the lawsuit, she was just throwing money. She can't really do that now because Mama on her way to prison. And when she told Couture Bay to tell me to take it down, I knew then. That's why I had to pull back from Couture Bay because I'm like, you a spy. And it was too noticeable. And then she was so emotional when Armon talked about her body. I said, girl, just because I'm not about to defend you with Armon, because it's pointless. It's pointless. You're not strong enough. And Tasha not going to defend you. Tasha, and I talked to her, I said, she set you up to fail, dummy. To do wide as a new T. You knew that was a sinking ship.
Yeah, she just did it just to get for the TGIF show.
Yeah, you're going against a multi-billion-dollar company. You ain't got the money. Fox, they ain't gonna miss that money. They ain't even pay them nothing. $1,000 per episode. Do you know Google how much Fox News contributors get? They get way more than $1,000.
Yeah, they get a lot.
They get a whole lot of bread. And it's easier work. Because you ain't got to talk for no 1 hour. At best, you probably talk in different segments.
Mm-hmm. You get a lot of breaks.
A lot of break. They said maybe she thought it would lead up to $1 million. It's stupid. It's just like, Tasha, they look at the numbers, but honey, if she had it like that, her shows would be in arenas. Her shows would be in theaters. She don't have it like that. And the type of
New York was packed.
Right. But my thing is
I know that venue.
Right. It's packed, but where the money going? You all that dead. It's like I can look at Tasha. I said, she got to do this. This is sad. It's not like Icon, hey man, while we got to do this show, we got this bread, we're gonna stack. She got to do it to pay debts. Look how she dressed. Ew. I like this woman she can't pay for a stylist. She got on her nasty feet, high heels, them tight jeans, gonna get a yeast infection, and you want to do all that, which is a great idea. I'm not coming against her hustle, but you should have did that before you start lying on Cardi. Now the question would be, would you get that if you didn't lie on Cardi? Would you have those people interested in your lifestyle?
But you know what? She's giving a little Monique though. If you ask me, just a little Monique.
Not a little Monique. Monique ain't got no $5 million in that. Monique is downgrade still on her home. It's giving
the comedy thing.
No, until we see her stuff go viral of the jokes that she said, then maybe. But it's not giving.
But why haven't her stuff gone viral? Because everyone has
it ain't nothing about her just gossiping, doing topics. She ain't out here giving you no real funny jokes and all that. Child, ain't nobody.
Yeah, you said something right now. I want to know why nothing is going viral, because it's not like how you went to the Monique show and they locked your phone.
Right, you get to keep your phone. They don't care.
Yeah, so you get to hold your phone. So I don't why nothing. That's
right.
Weird
they don't care at all. And I told Tasha, I said, you on your way to prison. Friend, can you take down that post? Like, I look at all these messages. I said, all these spies. One thing I cannot stand is a double agent. And they come to Wiley and they think I don't know.
Who, Peaches? Who?
Peaches, Couture Bay, all of these double agents, they come close. And Couture Bay, never you do as a double agent is show your hand.
And I'm shocked with Couture Bay because it's because of you why I was giving her interview. But I don't go with it.
Soon when we was at the Vegas meet and greet, and when I saw that text, I said, oh man, look at this woman. Then when we going through all that hell, everybody said, check on your, she couldn't because she's with Tasha. And it got exposed and the audience saw her for who she was, fake. Fake. They was trying fake. She can't even talk like Wiley no more because she's ashamed. Because if you watch Wiley, you're gonna pick up my swag. It's a certain on this show, it's a certain way we do content, baby. You're gonna pick up our swag. That's what these other YouTubers, baby, your favorite YouTubers, they be watching Wiley, putting us in
I
title.
remember, Wiley, you had all of the content creators in your chat.
Yeah.
That was iconic, baby.
All of us in the chat. Like they all sit and watch to this day. Watch Wiley. I told you I was gonna come
Baby.
around and gonna put Wiley name in the headlines. And before you know
They're
it,
doing it slowly and so.
Wiley gonna be on the next level, and we gonna be in our SUV truck. And
we're gonna be right here for it. We're gonna be right here for it.
I will never forget it. I got a piece of it when I was on Netflix. This to let me know that people watch. When I was in Netflix,
we were actually live when someone called in and told us.
Yes.
And then everybody ran the next play.
Everybody, and when I got so many calls, emails, some old co-workers, old high school, and you was on Netflix. You, oh my God, look how big I was. Now, that was a sign like God was like, look at this. You gonna have your own Netflix special one day. Now, mind you, we did some behind the scenes stuff with Netflix, and we never got aired.
But you never know. They own that, so you never know.
They own it. So if I get famous, it can leak out. They own it. I signed over a consent.
Yeah, the release.
Just like there was other shows that we was on, and Rico was like, because of the look at this
show.
Because of the show. He's in Vegas, and I was picked for that show. The reason why you couldn't do it is because you unhinged. You talk
it's unpredictable.
You tell people stuff. You can't. Once you get the sign of papers, shut up about it. To this day, J. Don, Jay Wilson, Uncle Tim, 5A, QB, they all spoke. The other folks who I can't name, Leo the Lioness, y'all pray for her. She's going through her cancer treatment. Myself, Sean Bradley, others, we ain't talking. And Sean Brown is cool people. And Sean Brown is cool people over there. Huh?
What about Uncle Tim? Was he quiet or was
he was talking too.
Yeah, he was talking too. Yeah.
Oh, he was talking. I kept quiet. I kept to this day, even though I be like, man, please. I be on my knees. Please let it come out. I need
Heidi Fly was talking about it too.
Huh?
Heidi was talking about it too.
Heidi was talking. All these was talking about it, and they said they couldn't do it. I saw the vision. God is my witness. When I was there, I got, you know how people want to get in the industry. And I was there, and I said, God, I'm gonna keep, and that's what made me shift out of the beef sector. I will never forget. And then Rico getting a timeline. It was in Florida. You don't even know. Shut up. And I was there, and the people said Wiley was a superstar. You could just, from that snippet, people still come up to me and say, I can't wait till that come out because you're the superstar. I can't wait. And I can't wait to come out because when that clip came out, I was like, damn, I didn't even know I said that about my mom. I didn't even know I said that. Because I'm in my character, you know, when you do a show, you know,
like camera action.
It's like it's something over me. But when I'm off camera, I'm just as quiet, reading a book. I'm just to myself. But when them lights on, just like, ooh. And I was obsessed because it was I can't even just talk about the stuff that we did, but I will say this. That clip that y'all saw,
there's more to it.
It's baby. If they just please, if they get picked up my life, I can talk about me. I don't care none of them other scrubs that did talk. It will never be the same. It ain't gonna be nowhere up for Wiley. I said, and this is why I play my cards right, because I'm like, I'm not about to mess up. And the people thought that Wiley was gonna be the one to do the talking. And Wiley kept.
Wiley, that show ran off Nicole Taylor. The show ran her off.
It did.
Like, wow.
Well, George Floyd ran her off that situation. Oh. Yeah, she saw that, and she's a thumb down Republican. She on TikTok, and she's thriving on TikTok. And she's a thumb down Republican. I said,
Oh.
well, girl, you could be a Republican in the B sector, but she didn't want to do that. I'm like, okay, but she said nothing more about it. She just went on grandkids. She's a stump. I follow her on TikTok. She's a stump down Trump girl, and she's getting good
Oh.
views over there on TikTok. But I'm good because I said this is a great opportunity for Wiley, and it was an honor. And when we did that show, when I shared on over there on that show with the clip that they shared, and so and then this is what I've learned. A sister told me, she said, Wiley, you don't know who's watching your show.
Yeah, that's so true.
She said, you don't know. And when I met people that, oh my gosh, that's Wiley, I'm such a fan. I'm like, what you a fan of me? I'm
From
like,
the
but
airport and all, right? From the
is it all
airport.
like all these powerful people that the movers and shakers in the industry, baby? And these people are black, white power. Like you just see power in the business. And I was able to look at that, and that's what inspired me to do more other than talk about these YouTube creators. But what that show could have done for the entire for black creators that's on the bottom, it could have made us
Yeah, I agree.
a
It could
household.
have picked up. It could have picked up legs.
It could have made his household name. But this is the thing I told them YouTubers, and I'm gonna share this. When we signed them papers, I read it. They have ownership on all of it. They
Mm-hmm.
own it. So they can chop it and put it out in it. And I would rather be in good graces with somebody got the power of your likeness, of your you own,
Mm-hmm.
and being against it. Because I want to be able. So if they call me, hey Wiley, blah blah blah, let's do something. Because producers, if this project don't work, they may have another project that I can be a part of. You understand what I'm saying? So
A
I'm not
thousand
going to mess
percent.
up on that. And see, we had that opportunity, and they be so quick to know about it. What about that show that Wiley did? Because I'm not going to talk about it. Because they be so obsessed, they want me to say something. I'm not saying anything. I don't even trust the moderators. I'm so glad I didn't, because you can't trust none of the moderators. Nothing. They
Yeah,
just
because we didn't know you was flying out.
no one knew. No one knew. I was on the plane. No one knew. And this is the thing. When they gave us permission to go live on our individual channels, I
Mm-hmm.
kept in character because I understood. But them stupid,
You was like greasy,
greasy,
babe.
greasy, stinky, greasy, greasy. I'm staying in character because I still gotta go home and stay beefing. But they was like,
Okay.
"Oh, I love you, and we love you." And then the people in the B sector, they confused. How y'all? And they said Wiley kept the same
Uh-huh.
energy because when the cameras come on, the world is watching. So I'm gonna stay in my character. So and I ain't had nothing against Spy Babe, but I'm like, girl, you from Chicago. At least I thought you got some sense. That woman just went to got to talking and talk, and I cut Tracy off because Tracy was doing too much. I said, "You got to go because you up there talking about bosses, the people that want to see me thrive to go to the next level. I got to cut you off." And that's the thing why
Yeah.
VS is mad, because VS is the people that VS pissed off, and she had to cut me off because they don't deal with VS. But that was VS. VS said some very gruesome allegations about people, and it pissed off a lot because you got to be careful talking about the Sean Bradley, because Sean Bradley know a lot of powerful people.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know that? I met him. So y'all, and guess what? I stepped right in line, and I was poor. Was I poor? Yes. Still poor. He had to give me clothes to put on. So, and I'm not gonna lie about that. How I can't. I don't know how you gays do it. Pretend like y'all rich and got all that, unless you crack credit card, baby. You know this came from I guess not from TGIF. What do they call it? Not what's the clothing store in fashion, or what's the other one? Tubi, Tumi, Tumi.
Oh, to Sheen.
She. I said to me, she. But yeah, so that's what we do. And I love you, Icon, because I'm real. And one thing about Tasha, and I do believe what she said was true, that she said, Wiley, your show is real. Your
Yeah.
show is you're real. You don't fake it. I'll be out here. If you ever see me in Vegas, that's Wiley. I'll be at walk. I mean, my followers be feeling so sorry for me in Texas. They be having nice cars. They'll come pick me up. Hey, Wiley! I'll be in that limping just bags of groceries. But I'm not, it just don't make me feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad because I don't have a car. Like, no, I just do what I have to do because I'm from Chicago. Like, I don't care, but I'll be wherever area. If I'm in Vegas, I'll be out there walking. It ain't even got no sidewalks. You gotta walk till you get to a sidewalk. But I don't care. I'm gonna do what I gotta do because I know one day I'll be able to be in a vehicle, get driven around with a driver and everything like that. And I will drive. Because if somebody give me a car, best believe I'll be okay. Put my music on, put my gospel tunes on, put my 10 and 2, and out there on the road. That's how I always keep my driver's license in good standing. I just want to say that for the record. But I love you, Icon. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, producers.
All right. All right. So we got one more person that called in. I know it's probably late. I know you probably sleep, but if you sleep, wake up. We live. I'm so glad we went live. I want to thank Crowder for telling me go live. Because I said, do you want me to go live? He was like, go live. I was like, I gotta go live. I gotta do it. So I thank you all so very much for that. If you want to show support of the Wiley Show, our Cash App is on the screen here. Cash App, Marquise Wiley 28, Zelle Wiley Show at gmail.com. We want to we want to thank the Walmart to Walmart lady for that $500 donation. God bless you and thank you for that. She said, Wiley, spend it wisely. I ain't spend not a penny of it because we're going to spend that wisely. Amen. 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 We want to get to the DNC. So we're going to stay with our mom. And so anything y'all buy will just be for food and airplane costs. So y'all want to contribute to that. That's going to be some amazing, good content. I'm looking forward to. I'm nervous to be there, and I'll be able to go visit my grandmother and see how she's doing. And I'm going to be on the road, on the streets of Chicago, interviewing, talking to people and everything that downtown, close to the United Center. Now, I'm trying to get inside the building, but we know we'll be outside and we'll talk to the people, okay? Any questions? Anybody got any questions for me? Wiley is the best. I love him. Thank you. Love you too. And I only defended her against Armon because she was Wiley Fred. Yeah, Friday, and we reached out to Fox, did we? When he dragged Couture back and all that. It's just really be something. Like it is crazy. It's a lot that's been going on, with people, even people been coming towards Prada because she showed love to Wiley. So this person, Love Maria, she was a disgruntled moderator that we fired. We gave her walking papers. So this is what she said to Prada. Oh, and let me put this bridle in your ear. Wiley is using you. Back when you stopped watching for a while, he went on a whole rant about how stupid people were getting close to you because you tell all other people business and how he can bring you back on the show whenever you feel like it's to spice things up. I said in the show, y'all dumb. She told all the business. She tell me, she like that. You still dumb if you told Prada your business. You the stupid one. I won't deny he probably buys your opinion. As far as I'm typing this, I remember all the negative ish we both said about Wiley that's miraculously disappeared, and maybe y'all are made for each other. Real recognize real, but the same can be said for the fake. I hope you use the knowledge you have about the Bible and actually apply it to your life. You can't be a Christian 1 minute and a heathen the next. But you do that ish. You have a lot in common. You start ish, play victim, then call feds. I can't stand people that play with the feds. And you want to know what's weird? You harass Renee for being a fake and a phony, but the other mind has a whole fake profile pic, and then yet you won't call her out. Renee did nothing to you. Renee is a whole fake person using the deceased person identity. Anyway, so are you going to expose Terry or apologize to Renee? Probably neither one. Get the hate out of your heart. and realize your worth. I would never contact you again, but I wanted to get that off my chest. She left a long message on station. I didn't even know you can leave long messages on station yet. Watch your lying A-word mouth about me. No reason why you should speak on me. I don't F with lying A-word H-words that say they're going to commit S-word for attention and then lie about it to save face. Wiley been told the entire chat that you tell him everyone's business. For someone so smart, you are stupid. Have a nice life. Oh, let me put this. So she DM'd Prada on Station Head because Prada is very active on the show and she does an amazing job sending us great stories. People are jealous. Love Maria don't send us nothing. No, not a dollar, nothing. Prada sends great stories. She took our Instagram page from 0 to like 800,000 people tuning into our Instagram page. So she have great work of the show. So La Maria mad because we let her go because she's messy. She's unhinged. I told La Maria. She said, I'm washing dishes. She kept posting my wrong Cash App. Ever since her man got out of prison for selling powder and weapons, and she just been falling off course as a moderator. I said, well, if you can't do the thing, stop trying to moderate and you eating chicken wings and you posting the wrong Cash App. Because if people say the wrong thing, we have a problem. So I removed her. And I said, you're doing ignorant stuff. You're removed. You are a foolish woman. Get out, ill. So we didn't block her. We just removed her moderator state. La Maria is still welcome to come in the chat. She's just not a moderator. And she leave nasty comments. She was all on my station and left nasty comments. She was all over there. She just leave like nasty comments about Wiley. She's upset. She's unhinged. She's unhinged. And her boyfriend, when he got out of the county jail from Baltimore, Maryland, county jail, he said, you look nasty. Why did you gain this much weight? And he balled up his hands and he started to lock her between the washer and the dryer. And she's taking it out on me. I'm not the reason why you have to put on Band-Aids and eye patches and ice pack. Like, she does all this stuff. And her, Aaliyah, Aaliyah just texted me talking about, I'm going to come to Vegas. What can I do in Vegas? Like, you weird. You just sent Storm a message of me cussing you out and you want to come and see me in Vegas? No, I don't want to see you. You weird. I'm like, what? I'm not meeting up with you. You weird. Get your zipping derby body self out of here. Hi. I'm up here unpacking my closet. Girl, you look weird. Get up out of here. She was trying to hurry up and get all zipper before her husband get out of jail. Yes, it's just so sad. I'm about to be messing you on the station here. even and like our mom be like, say something about the moderator. The black women not gonna stop supporting me. I'm sorry. Armon, you messed up with black women. When you came out to OG, you messed up with black women. Monroe, Storm, you crashing out. You don't want to sleep with black women. So that's why black women give you the steak eye. Black women still gonna love Wiley. I don't care what y'all say. Black women love the Wiley show. And we love y'all. And we thank y'all. Black women, we love y'all. We love y'all. Prada, I want you to come on station here, Prada. If you can, okay. If you want to come on station, we can talk about it. Come on, Prada. You come on to station here. Hey, Matasha, I love you, sus. She's so beautiful. Day one supporter. Even Aaliyah reached out to Tasha Nicole about me. Like, Tasha follows my family. Tasha talks to my mom. Like, why they be so quick to go after, like, to go reach out? Aaliyah, I'm worried about what? You're being messy. Don't worry about me. You could have found me in the hospital. You could have slept with the receptionist. You slept with the dishwasher. Stop talking. shit out to Tasha. Oh, I'm worried about Wiley. You're not worried. I had you blocked. You already know what I said about you in the voicemail. I say it again. You're trash. You and opinionated with a side of shame. She always digging at herself. Her husband called me. Wait a minute. Her husband called me on the phone. I said, your wife is weird. And her husband was like, I told her to get off of Facebook, get off that YouTube, stop sending money to people. She weird. Opinionated got fired from Tasha. She got fired from the Wiley show. Then she gave Armon money, gave him $3,000. He coked it up his nose. And then she said, I always give to the needy. How does it feel, Wiley? I ain't donating to you with that old raggedy voice. She digs at herself. Then she said she was touched in the military. Only body that touched her in the military was an apron, was dishwashing liquid soap. She wasn't touched in no military. She worked in the kitchen, fried chicken. And then she was over there with Monroe. She had COVID. So this woman called me while she on isolation and she got COVID. So she on the phone, oh, Wiley, oh, man, I got COVID. And wait a minute. So over there in my radio, they was dragging about that COVID. This woman was sending me her paperwork, her blood test. She was sending me snot, yellow mucus. I got to go. The people at Monroe, they didn't care. And I told Wiley that I had. They didn't care. I'm up here laughing at her with her COVID. This woman do anything. I don't even think she had. I think she like snuck her man snotty tissue just to get sympathy. This woman would do anything for sympathy. And then she gets mad. People would take her money and still drag her. Then Armon said, Wiley using his subscribers' money. So he bring, Lord have mercy. He bring opinionated on his radio show. She gave him $3,000. And he went to DC with Island Boy and Bobby Lights, and he put it up his nose. The cocaine was oozing out of his nostrils. The cocaine, it was oozing out of his nostrils. And Armon ain't never been the same since. She sent him 3,000. She only sent me 300. She sent Armon 3,000. Okay? So we're going to go on station here. I got to drag some people. We're going to be dragging Aaliyah, and we're going to be dragging Lil Maria. We're going to be dragging them on station here. So y'all definitely be over there for that. Okay? Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. And if this is your first time watching the Wiley Show, thumbs up, share, comment. I want to hear your thoughts. We don't care nothing about what Storm Monroe said about the Wiley Show, because we are beautiful, we are black, and we are gifted. And that's just a matter of time before we get that Fox glory. When we get that Fox Soul or that Fox News contributor gig, and when they send my driver, when I go to the studio and I talk about it, oh man, get ready, get ready, get ready. Shout out to Al Reynolds. We did talk to Al today. We had showed us great love. Shout out to Al Reynolds. I love you, Al.